Nestled in the heart of the Caucasus and hugging the eastern coast of the Black Sea lies a country steeped in tradition, history, and vibrant culture, Georgia. In this video, we'll explore its fascinating capital, Tbilisi, and everything that makes this city and country so unique. From ancient kingdoms and modern migration to dance, food, and transportation, this is your complete guide to understanding Georgia and discovering the colorful energy of its capital. Welcome to Tbilisi. Georgia, a captivating country in the Caucasus region, is situated between Eastern Europe and Western Asia. With a population of roughly 4 million and an area of around 70,000 square kilometers, Georgia boasts a rich blend of landscapes, from the beaches of the Black Sea to snow-capped mountains. This diverse geography makes it a haven for outdoor enthusiasts, offering everything from coastal relaxation in Batumi to adventurous hikes in the Greater Caucasus mountain range. Beyond its natural beauty, Georgia is known for its deep-rooted history, ancient churches, unique language and script, and a warm, welcoming culture. Its strategic location has made it a crossroads of civilizations for centuries, contributing to the country's rich cultural mosaic and vibrant heritage that continues to thrive today. Bordered by Russia to the north and Turkey, Armenia, and Azerbaijan to the south, Georgia is often described as the cultural bridge between Europe and Asia. It's divided into several regions, including 3 significant autonomous republics: Abkhazia in the northwest, South Ossetia in the north-central region, and Ajara in the southwest. The city of Batumi, the capital of Ajara, is a lively coastal hub famed for its casinos and seaside charm. Tbilisi, Georgia's capital, is located more inland toward the south. Although many know the country by its international name, Georgia, in the local language it's called Sakartvelo. The history of Georgia is closely tied to 2 ancient realms: the Kingdom of Caucasus, which controlled the coastal areas, and the Kingdom of Iberia, which ruled much of the interior. Over the centuries, Georgia has seen a long series of invasions and foreign influences. The 7th century witnessed fierce battles between the Byzantines and the Arabs, while later, the Ottomans and Russians took turns dominating the region. Eventually, Georgia became part of the Russian Empire and later the Soviet Union. After decades under Soviet control, Georgia declared full independence on April 9, 1991. Despite historical challenges and foreign rule, Georgians have fiercely preserved their culture. Their language and unique alphabet are testament to this. To visitors unfamiliar with Georgian script, the writing might seem intricate and difficult to interpret, with letters that often look quite similar. If you're staying for a long period, learning Georgian or Russian will significantly help, especially outside of tourist zones. In smaller towns or when dealing with older locals like taxi drivers, English might not be enough. For short-term travelers, however, Tbilisi is very visitor-friendly. Almost every sign, street name, and public notice is written in both Georgian and English, making navigation easy even without technology. The country has become a haven for many Russians and Ukrainians, especially since the beginning of the Russia-Ukraine conflict. In cities like Tbilisi and Batumi, it's common to encounter Russian or Ukrainian speakers, sometimes every other person. You can usually tell who's local and who's not by appearance. Many Russians and Ukrainians have lighter features, blonde hair and light-colored eyes. Georgians, by contrast, often have sharper facial features, prominent cheekbones, defined jawlines, and distinctive noses. Skin tones are generally light, and hair color ranges from black to deep brown. In Batumi, men particularly resemble other Black Sea populations, reflecting Georgia's diverse ethnic roots, including connections to the ancient Latsi people from what is now northeastern Turkey and southwestern Georgia. Tbilisi is home to a large and growing Ukrainian community, many of whom fled the war or chose to relocate due to rising tensions in their homeland. These newcomers have formed tight-knit networks and often hold anti-Russian demonstrations, particularly around Liberty Square, the symbolic heart of the city. Ukrainian flags, along with those of Georgia and the European Union, are now a frequent and prominent sight, draped from balconies, carried during rallies, and even painted on walls as murals of solidarity. These peaceful protests, while sometimes emotionally charged, are closely monitored by local police and generally tolerated by the Georgian government. Their presence underscores Georgia's complex geopolitical stance, balancing a historically tense relationship with Russia, its aspirations for closer ties with the West, and its own territorial conflicts in regions like Abkhazia and South Ossetia. Many Georgians empathize with the Ukrainian cause, drawing parallels between Ukraine's struggle and their own history of Russian intervention. The growing Ukrainian diaspora has not only influenced political discourse but has also left a mark on Tbilisi's cultural fabric, contributing to a broader atmosphere of resistance, resilience, and European identity. One reason Russian and Ukrainian immigrants choose Georgia is due to shared religious and cultural values. Most Georgians are Orthodox Christians, which creates a sense of familiarity and connection for newcomers from Slavic Orthodox backgrounds. Although ethnic Georgians make up about 87% of the population, the country's ethnic mosaic includes many groups, some the result of ongoing migration and others descendants of people displaced by past conflicts. Tbilisi's population, once estimated at 1 million, has surged in recent years, possibly nearing 2 million due to the influx of newcomers. Georgians are renowned for their hospitality. While the country has its internal social challenges, most locals are warm and welcoming, especially toward tourists who support the economy. In the streets of Tbilisi, you'll see smiles and experience the lively spirit of the youth, who proudly perform traditional dances in public squares. These dances are part of the Caucasian heritage and are among the most energetic and theatrical performances you'll witness. They are a source of pride and patriotism for young Georgians. If you stay more than a day in Tbilisi, you'll discover a range of cultural events beyond street performances. Local theaters and venues regularly host traditional dance and music shows. In central areas like the APC district, you'll also notice many residents and workers from countries like India, Bangladesh, and the Philippines, drawn by Georgia's affordability and job opportunities. Georgia's cost of living is remarkably low, especially when compared to many European countries, despite having a relatively stable and dependable currency, the Georgian lari. At present, €1 equals about 3 lari, making everyday expenses very affordable for foreign visitors. There is no officially mandated minimum wage in the country, and most jobs operate on an hourly pay system. The average monthly income typically ranges between 2,000 and 3,000 lari, which translates to roughly €800 to €900. While this may seem modest by Western standards, the high purchasing power and low cost of essential goods mean that many Georgians can maintain a decent standard of living. A significant factor contributing to this affordability is Georgia's strong agricultural backbone. The country produces an abundance of local fruits, vegetables, and herbs, which are sold at very low prices in street markets and grocery stores. Seasonal produce like tomatoes, cucumbers, grapes, and peaches can often be found fresh and organic at just a fraction of the price seen in other countries. This agricultural richness not only supports the local economy but also ensures that residents and visitors alike can enjoy healthy and flavorful food without straining their budgets. Rent and transportation costs are also relatively low, especially outside the capital. In Tbilisi, a modest apartment in the city center can still be rented for significantly less than in most European capitals. Utilities and public transport, like buses, metro lines, and even intercity travel, are very affordable, with one-way metro tickets costing as little as 1 lari, around 30 cents. Even dining out is budget-friendly, with a meal at a mid-range restaurant typically costing between 20 to 30 lari, 6 to 10 euros. Overall, Georgia offers an appealing economic balance. It's a place where the cost of living is low, yet the quality of life remains comfortably high, making it an attractive destination for tourists, digital nomads, and expats looking for a more economical yet enriching lifestyle. On the roads of Tbilisi, a diverse mix of vehicles reflects the city's growing economy and openness to international markets. German-made cars, particularly Mercedes-Benz models, are a common sight and are often considered a symbol of status and reliability among locals. Alongside them, Japanese brands like Toyota and its luxury counterpart Lexus are widely used, valued for their durability and fuel efficiency. While both right-hand and left-hand drive vehicles are legally permitted in Georgia, the vast majority of cars on the road are left-hand drive, especially newer models. Right-hand drive cars tend to be older imports, often purchased for their affordability. Taxis in Tbilisi are easily recognizable by their uniform white color, differing from the yellow cabs seen in many other countries. However, it's important for visitors to know that most taxis do not use meters. This means there is no standardized fare system, and drivers can charge arbitrary amounts unless a price is agreed upon in advance. To avoid misunderstandings or being overcharged, especially if you're unfamiliar with the local language or currency, it's a good idea to use your smartphone to display the destination, ideally through a map app, and negotiate the fare before the trip begins. For short rides within the city center, you can typically expect to pay around 20 lari, which is approximately 6 euros. For longer journeys, such as from downtown Tbilisi to the international airport, the fare is usually around 40 lari, or about 15 euros, though prices may vary depending on traffic or the time of day. Mobile ride-hailing apps like Bolt and Yandex.Go are becoming increasingly popular and can offer more transparency and convenience, especially for foreign visitors. These platforms show you estimated fares upfront, allow you to pay by card, and even let you choose the type of vehicle you prefer. However, availability can sometimes be limited during peak hours or late at night. Despite these advances, many local drivers continue to operate independently, so cash remains the preferred method of payment in most cases. While the system might feel informal to some, it's reflective of the broader Georgian approach to hospitality and negotiation, flexible, personal, and often reliant on mutual understanding rather than strict rules. One unusual but important feature of Tbilisi streets is the high number of stray dogs, estimated to be around 80,000. While generally non-aggressive, they can be a concern for those who fear dogs, and it's wise to watch your step when walking around. Despite its small size, news travels fast in Georgia. If something significant like a crime occurs, it quickly becomes widely discussed across the country. That said, the overall quality of life remains relatively good, thanks to income from tourism and gambling. Batumi and Tbilisi both host a large number of casinos, contributing heavily to the economy. Gambling tax rates in Georgia are relatively low, around 10% to 15%, compared to up to 30% in places like Texas, which attracts international visitors and players. Tourism also thrives thanks to organized sightseeing experiences. A standout attraction is the Peace Bridge, a modern structure spanning the Kara River and connecting different parts of the city. Its sleek, futuristic design made of glass and steel has made it one of Tbilisi's most iconic landmarks, especially dazzling when illuminated at night. You'll find local vendors and performers on and around the bridge, offering everything from handmade souvenirs and snacks to traditional music and street performances. The bridge not only serves as a pedestrian crossing but also as a cultural hotspot, drawing both locals and tourists who gather to enjoy the lively atmosphere, take photos, and soak in panoramic views of the river and cityscape. Boat tours are another popular activity in Tbilisi and offer a relaxing way to experience the city's charm from the water. For approximately 25 lari per person, about €8, you can embark on a 30-minute cruise along the Kara River, also known locally as the Mkvari, which winds gracefully through the heart of the capital. These boat rides often pass by iconic landmarks such as the Peace Bridge, Meteki Church, and the Narikala Fortress, allowing visitors to view these historic sites from a fresh and tranquil perspective. Some boat operators enhance the experience with live music or guided commentary in multiple languages, making it not just a scenic journey, but an informative one as well. In addition to river cruises, Tbilisi's cable cars offer an equally exciting and affordable way to take in the city's picturesque landscape. For just €1 per ride, passengers are lifted across the Kara River and up to the ancient Narikala Fortress, one of the best vantage points in the city. From the top, sweeping views of Tbilisi's old town, colorful rooftops, lush parks, and dramatic hillsides unfold before you. The ride itself is short but memorable, especially at sunset when the city is bathed in golden light. The cable car stations are modern and well-maintained, and tickets can be purchased on-site or via Tbilisi's public transportation cards. For travelers seeking a more adventurous and unforgettable view of the city, hot air balloon rides are also available. These tethered balloons lift passengers high above Tbilisi, offering a panoramic aerial view of its urban layout and natural surroundings. Rides usually last between 10 to 15 minutes and are priced between €15 and €20, depending on the operator and time of day. While the balloons are generally secured and don't float freely across the sky, they still provide a thrilling vertical ascent and a bird's-eye view of the city's major landmarks. These rides are especially popular with couples, photographers, and anyone looking to capture a unique moment above the Georgian capital. However, it's worth noting that prices may vary based on the tourist season, and some operators may offer different rates for locals and foreigners, so it's always wise to confirm details in advance. Together, these river, cable, and air tours showcase the multifaceted beauty of Tbilisi and provide visitors with multiple ways to engage with the city's dynamic geography and historic charm. Whether you're gliding across the river, ascending a hillside by cable, or floating high above in a balloon, each perspective offers its own unforgettable experience. Prefer to stay on the ground? You can explore Tbilisi by hopping on red double-decker tour buses or open-air sightseeing cars. These options are readily available around the city's Old Town district. And that wraps up our journey through the beautiful and vibrant city of Tbilisi, the heart of Georgia. From its rich history and diverse population to its welcoming locals and unforgettable cultural expressions, this capital city is a place that leaves a lasting impression. If you found this video helpful or interesting, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with friends, and subscribe to our channel for more exciting travel stories. See you in the next one.